Ta-da! We just shoot. Um
Yay, yay.
yeah. We are in the building. Attitude Hour last Raw of 2024. La- last Raw on the USA Network.
After
Last Raw where someone slams a door in my house.
last Raw for a lot of things. And we're gonna get right into it. We ain't gonna be in front of you too long. That's normally what the guest pastor say, then he start preaching for 2 hours. But I am the Archie Carter. That is King HP. Not regular HP, King
King HP.
HP. Mr. Hall Preezy Universe. Mr. Frumley. Mr.
Mr.
Danos. Ain't
Thanos
that
in
what
the
they
flesh.
call you? Danos
Huh?
in the flesh.
Thanos in the flesh. Father.
Yes. That is him. How Prison Universe doing good work over there on his YouTube channel. If you like Marvel and madness and movies and all that lore, check out How Prison Universe with my man King HP. And if you like good music, check out Good
Good
Karma by the Archie
karma.
Carter, streaming everywhere. And shout out to the boys over at 3NT for a great year in review wrap up we did last night. And Monday Night Raw happened, the last one on the USA Network, the last one of the year, and it wasn't too bad. You missed it, you watched it, liked it, loved it. Leave it in the comments. We're gonna get right into it. HP, you got us?
Yeah. So we're gonna jump into it with I'll talk about a couple matches and I kind of where do you see the wrestlers going? You know what I'm
I
saying?
have no idea because Liv Morgan is making her debut on Raw. Solo Sokoa was on Raw tonight. I mean, on the screen, but he was there.
On the
It's
screen.
Jay Uso was there. It's Drew Mac. He talking about his match with Drew McIntyre. I have no idea.
Yeah, we got some notes with some quotes and we got all that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about some things. Chad Gable, I'm gonna talk about him first. First and foremost, we finally got the battle with Otis, right? Finally get that.
We 3-4 months too late on that, but Gable had a great year. So shout out to Chad Gable. And Chad Gable won. That was
Chad
pretty
Gable
much
won.
that was pretty much it. It wasn't a huge payoff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where they go next with that, but yeah, Chad Gable and Otis finally had that one-on-one match, and Master Gable took the dub.
Chad Gable. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley going back at it. They will fight next week on the.
Remember on the Dave Chappelle show, and they had the wrap it up button.
Yeah,
Somebody need to hit the wrap it up
you
button.
hitting the wrap it up button on Liv and Rhea?
We gotta do something different. Gotta do something different. For the length of time this feud has been going on, the amount of action doesn't match. Half of the feud was about and over Dominic Mysterio. Rhea was out for part of it with her injury, and she relinquished the title. Only other thing Liv has had in her title run is like Zelina Vega.
Damn, I really can't think off the top of my head. Io Sky. She just had Io Sky, which we're going to talk about her tonight because, you know, Intercontinental title thing.
Come on, bro. Let's go. So, Rhea
Yeah.
Rhea Liv, what'd you think?
So, yeah, I agree with you. This has to end. They talking about it has to end. I'm with you. The button has been going on too long. Dakota Kai, right? She goes on and takes on Zoe Stark from Pure Fusion Collective. So we got the two groups battling essentially because you got Damage Control Representative and the Intercontinental Title Tournament, and then you got a Pure Fusion Collective member in the tournament battling. And we got one half of the finals tonight.
Yeah.
We got one half of the finals tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the podcast chief. See you in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We get Dakota Kai with the win. Did the right person win?
I like Dakota Kai.
Okay.
Like Dakota Kai. But I'm going to say yeah and no.
Okay.
So, yes and no. Because I know who won the other match. So,
right.
And I said a few weeks ago, if Lyra Valkyria made it to the finals, she was winning that title.
We had this conversation on the Raw recap. I want to say it was last week. I think it was last week's. where
And
I
yes,
was not happy with.
next week on Netflix is going to be insane.
It is
So,
going to be insane. We don't talk
yeah.
about that. I feel like the wrong person won, and I mean, if you're gonna, I would have liked to see Damage Control fight Damage Control, make it an internal conflict, jealousy in the mix.
They're invested in Lyra for some
They're
reason.
invested.
If you check your Googles on Beyonce's internet, you can see the general consensus is a lot of people don't really feel her. They don't vibe with her. They think she's boring. And yeah, that's what the people say. Maybe I ain't talked to all the people, but what I read online is that a lot of people aren't interested in Lyra Valkyria. So, but I said if she made it to the finals, she would win this whole thing, and I don't see Dakota Kai winning.
You know, it's funny, right? Because Io Sky was taking on Lyra Valkyria. Here's what I don't like. Io Sky was just in a world title picture. Was just in it. What was the last PLE we just had?
And she's over.
Saturday Night Main Event.
Bad blood.
No. The last one was Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh yeah,
Survivor Series.
Yeah, she was in War Games too. She's overly over.
Overly over. She didn't win the world title. Was it at Saturday Night Main Event? Yeah, Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
And now you put her in this match and she loses. So it's like, damn, you're not good enough for the Intercontinental. Like, I hate when you jump out the world title and straight into another title picture.
This Intercontinental. Let me say this: the United States Women's Championship final match is better than this one.
I think you're. Yeah.
Chelsea and Michin is a much better match to me than we're going to get
right,
Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with that because if Lyra wins, she has been ice cold. So you got to throw a random.
This won't heat her up. Like this won't heat her up.
There's no emotional investment other than going, oh, she's the first. Versus if it's Damage Control, we're like, oh, what's this gonna do to Damage Control?
If even Io versus Zoe, I said a few weeks ago would have been a good match wise. And then again, you have these two groups with the dynamic of the groups. Like their story, there's a lot of story that they left on the table with advancing Lyra over Io. So
yes, and that's exactly how I felt. So I'm with you on that one. Otaku Films, shout out to you. They're going to try to catch as many new fans as they can next week. Yeah,
they're stacking the deck.
They are definitely
Otaku Films. Hey, I'm Otaku. Where the films at? Let me know where your stuff at, man. I definitely want to check it out. If you're a film company, it could just be a cool name, but if you got some content or something, definitely let me know.
It could be a good name, and you might be right. Maybe it is, but if you got something, drop it. 6-man tag match. War Raiders and Damian Priest. What do you? Hold on, we're talking about the 6-man tag, but I hear somebody needs help. Hold on, one quick second.
HP is the hardest working man in podcasting, folks. He has a lot of things going on at once, and as you can see. But yeah, War Raiders and Damian Priest, they took on. Look at my man.
Judgment Day, you know what I'm saying? And not Carlito. You had JD McDonough, Finn Balor, and Dirty Dom. You know how you said that David Chappelle wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
Yeah. This Judgment Day thing, like the War Raiders are now jumping into this, and I get it. They just beat these guys for the title. But it should be an immediate rematch. Something like, why are we bringing Damian Priest to get involved?
Why is Priest left a group, did a little solo work, and now he's back with a group? Like,
and I don't like it. I would like to see them turn on him. Like, we don't rock with you. We don't rock with
actually,
you.
Actually, the Terror Twins, if it would have just been Damian and Rhea just running rampant, would have actually worked. But you turn Rhea Ripley, who's a heel, she's a tweener. Like, no matter how much of a babyface you try to make her, she just got this heel thing about her. Her and Priest could have just been they could have made them new APA. And we just show up, fight, but we got a mission too. They could have done something with that. They moved, again, more story on the table that they left, but they won. They
did win. And I I don't know if you really want to keep. I think once you get one more clean win over Finn, just end this thing. Damian Priest, Judgment Day thing. Because again, when I looked at them today, Carlito didn't wrestle with them. These are the three smallest guys damn near on the roster on the men's side.
And they've done nothing with Carlito since he's been back.
Nah, he's not even in their match. Like, we know you don't get along with Dom, so why not have it be Carlito? That would make sense. These three, yes.
They started a Carlito with the LWO. That didn't really go over.
No.
And yeah, Carlito's in limbo. I think so is JD McDonough, even though he, won some gold. I just think they don't know what to do with those guys, really. But keep the story going. And hopefully Netflix changes a lot of this, too. So. King HP. He had a run-in last episode. I think he might be trying to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase over there.
They be tapping in. They like, it's streaming time.
Hey, we had all day to ask these questions. Let's wait.
All day. Now they're talking about pajamas and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, though.
It's all good.
Judgment Day theme song, I like it, but I also feel like, again, we just talked about, end it. Split the group. JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Carlito, Dom goes with Liv and Raquel, and then you just get rid of that Judgment Day thing. So I don't know what's the new theme. If you're going to revitalize that whole group as a collective, I think
they should have taken the LWO away, and they should have made it the Liv World Order, and let it be Liv, Dom, and whoever else, Raquel, and they be the new LWO. And if they're gonna revolve so much around Liv and Dom and them, give them something else. So, but Priest won.
Those look like they fit, Kaya.
That's right.
All right. Take a shower.
I did.
Something I need to do. I came from the gym. So shout out to everybody making the New Year's resolutions to get back in the gym. Stick with it. I know it's hard, but stick with it.
Hey, and don't be letting people talk you out your stuff, because check this out. At the end of the day, your resolution might fall off. Jump back on the horse. That's the point. Keep getting back on as many times as you can. That's why I write mine down, brother. I write mine down.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump.
Whee! But that's the horse you got to get on. So, Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus segment. I'm cool with these matches. They're hard hitting matches. I'm cool if they want to beef, but what's the payoff? Is one of these guys going against Braun, or should we move Braun forward? Because we already had the triple threat match. We've seen this for a few months now. Should Braun be getting new looks?
I actually would prefer if Kaiser was in the way of Sheamus trying to get to Gunther. That would be more of a, because I don't see Braun losing that title anytime soon. He's just too electric. You look at him, you want to look at him. He talk crazy. He talk crazy like Scott. He wrestle like Rick. I mean, he's the prototype. Braun can be your champion. Braun can carry the big title.
Braun can save it though, because when he gets it, I'd say about 2 years. Let him run rampant throughout the Intercontinental title for 2 years. That mid-tier scene, so he's built, he's established,
I know we talk about Cena and his farewell tour, but that wouldn't be a bad match to go out with. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying that's something I would like to see during the retirement run. That would be fire. Imagine if Braun Strowman told John Cena, I got ruthless aggression. Or he'd be like, I got Steiner aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it smacks him?
Huh? Yeah.
It smacks him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could get behind that. Very much so. Very much so. I actually, now that you say that, I think that's something I want to see that I really didn't know I wanted to see.
Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu, or just put him on the TV. Just let him work, man. They can do it. So
yeah, I think I agree with that. And I would like to see it. Yeah, they're too big. Okay, go over there because I don't need you on camera with your pajamas on. All right.
Dad HP. Hey.
We've all been here.
Yes.
Finn Priest might be next week too. I don't know. Heartless Biggs, shout out to you. I think next week it might pop up. They might do it too
Heartless
because
Biggs. Why you heartless, Biggs? What's going on, Biggs? Don't be hard. Have a heart, Biggs. All right. If you want to be heartless, Biggs, be heartless then. But you know,
we're gonna get into some New Year's stuff, y'all. And this is a very iconic episode. I kind of want to
shout
get
out
to
to
some
Heartless Biggs too. I've never seen that name in the chat. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Attitude Era Podcast. We just a couple dudes talking wrestling, and we're glad you're here. What's HP?
Yeah, I definitely want to get into some of the historic stuff. New Day sucks. Is this going to catch on? We've seen him now have problems with Jey Uso. Rey Mysterio is going to have a tag team partner, Mystery.
You know me, I don't know. I think the New Day has been embedded in us to not take them serious for so long. It's going to be very hard to take them like serious as heels.
Yeah.
But they had unicorn horns on, trumpets, pancakes, anime, cosplay. Like we've been conditioned to not take, other than Kofi Mania and Big E, who was the muscle and the heavy. That's who you took serious. But
right, 100%. And you had to. I mean, he had look, he had all that. On the left side, Kaya, at the foot of that.
I think the only time New Day they dabble kind of heelish, but the very beginning of the New Day was kind of heelish when they were just like the church choir dudes and they were trying to find their footing. But we've been conditioned to up, down video gaming. We've been conditioned with Kofi and his family and his kids. You know, Big E telling jokes, gyrating. We've been conditioned to just not take them serious. To where I think this is going to be like a tough heel turn, even though it's been dope. The Big E, so what, you broke your neck thing was shocking.
Wow.
Kofi Kingston scratching his mom out the Christmas pictures is crazy. It's just that I think it's a lot of work that may have to go into that because it's easy to say New Day sucks, but are you really rooting against them?
You're right. I don't think we are. I see y'all in the chat.
Right here. Hey, that thumbnail is crazy. That thumbnail is crazy.
Franklin said he think Big E, Wade Barrett return, right?
Franklin, I don't know about Big E because you know that neck thing because you dealing with nerves and getting his strength back and all that. I really don't know why Wade Barrett really retired.
He kept having injuries. I thought it was his arm, elbow. But I could be 100% wrong.
I would love to see Wade Barrett come back. Wade Barrett and Gunther, give me that.
All day. Even Drew McIntyre. There's a lot you could do with Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett, I would want to say Bad News Barrett was one of his most popular things.
Yeah.
He wasn't even wrestling. I'm afraid I got some bad news. Then it just went away. So if I could pick one,
I got some bad news thrives in today's.
I would love to see Big E come back. But it wouldn't. It'll probably just throw him in there with the New Day. I don't know if I want to even see nothing physical with that. But Wade Barrett, you got some legs with Wade Barrett. The Wade Barrett barrage.
Yeah, I think he also talking about Penta showing up. I don't know if they got that deal 100% done. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy.
That would be a Netflix debut.
That would be if you're gonna do it, that's the time to throw that big joker out there. You'd be like, oh shit. But it's
Penta
also
is the luchador version of Jacob Fatu.
Yes, go ahead.
He would have like an instant impact. I don't know what you do with him after that, but Penta would get eyes on the product because Penta, that dude is not normal. Him and Ray Phoenix. And Ray Phoenix is probably in my top, I wouldn't say 5, but I'm going to say 7 of just wrestlers who I like. Ray Phoenix is up there, but Penta will definitely get some eyes and some tweets and some clips from the WWE universe, which I wouldn't be mad at because we've been seeing that Penta was on the way. What other place and time other than the first show on Netflix to introduce Cero Miedo to the WWE universe? And I think the good majority of the WWE universe might already know who Penta is. And if they don't, they will know after he make his debut. And yeah, that'll be fire. That'll be a good debut on Raw. HP over there.
Right there.
Having a fashion show over there.
Yo, it's complicated. I ain't trying to get all up, but people don't know their left from their right, so you're trying to work with them. Like, all right, take one step.
It's all good,
one
baby.
step. Now
Hey,
turn.
sometimes
turn
I
to
don't know
the
my left from my right, especially dealing
put
with
your arm out. You know, I be teaching them. I be like, which hand do you write with? And they'd be like, this one. I be like, see, that's the hand you write. Your right is your right. Right is your right. It's the hand you write with. Right is your right.
What if they was left-handed?
Now I gotta come up with something different. I don't even know, bro.
Hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
But
I was saying Penta will be a good Raw will be a good place to introduce Penta. So
especially on Netflix, what? But here's the issue I have. Do you really want to start New Day's heel turn off on a loss?
Who said they're gonna lose?
I don't think you want to spoil Penta, like, you know what I'm saying, debut.
The way Penta wrestles, that could easily be a disqualification, double count out type thing. Penta do something crazy from the top rope and just take everybody out, and they all don't make it back in the ring. I could see that happening. And then you book him one-on-one versus whoever. But yeah,
I just think you got to be careful with the New Day. They don't want to lose. They shouldn't lose right now. They got to get wins somehow and look bad, like do messed up things, at least 2 or 3 in a row. So we like, oh, this team is for real. Because just as good as they were when they were great, like good guys, they gotta. If you're gonna make this heel turn, where every week you gave us something,
we know Xavier Woods can get nasty. They just got to get nasty. So,
but yeah, man. In that earlier it started with the solo segment with Jey Uso and all that too, but I have some questions because
was that all the matches?
All the matches, yeah.
That wasn't
Lyra Valkyria versus
Dakota
Io Sky, and we kind of covered that simultaneous with the Dakota Kai thing.
And it just did like a recap. The WWE gonna give you anything. They gonna give you a recap.
Now they did have a solid promo at the end with Seth and CM Punk, and I don't expect nothing less when you have CM Punk. Like, this is what he does, and the better the other microphone king god with the top tier guy is the better version of CM Punk. Like when Drew escalated, Punk escalated, and then Drew just kept escalating, and Punk kept, and we got that great feud. So if Seth can do anything of that magnitude, which we can, I don't know if we'll get as high as Drew got. Drew made that thing look effortless,
They got it. It's the angle. Drew had an angle. I hurt you. I prayed for this. I did it on purpose.
Prayed for this was crazy.
Your wife is cute. Your dog is ugly. Give me that. Drew had an angle. I don't know what Seth's angle will be other than I don't like you because you left.
I don't like you. You tried to tear down the company. But the problem is I feel like you did this a year ago to lead up to the match at WrestleMania. Punk gets hurt and you got to divert. So we kind of heard a start of this already. And now you're back doing it again. And it's like, I kind of need something new. I like how they did add in, you asked me to train you.
Yeah, but I think that's all they have with this, though. It's like, but they can make it work. I don't think they can build
that's
it
a good
to
angle, though.
WrestleMania main event.
Who did you start your career with? Don't make me end your career. You'll go out on your shield the same way you came in. Like, damn, that's cold-blooded, But these two, they can wrestle in the ring and get the crowd into it. two heavy favorites, and they are
They'll
going to
definitely split the audience.
Yeah. That all. Yeah. Next week is going to be electric. And you still have John Cena coming next week, starting his farewell tour, right? The Rock. We don't know. Last time we saw him at Bad Blood, he was doing this thing. And then he left, which I think detracts from the story because WWE seems like they don't know what they want to do with him. Are we getting The Rock versus Cody? Or are we getting The Rock versus Roman? Looks like we're going to get Rock versus Cody. We're going to get Roman versus Punk. And we'll get John Cena versus somebody. I hope
Remember the bet I had with a couple of the viewers. If John Cena headlines main events any night of WrestleMania, I'm sending y'all something. So
I remember Zell,
Franklin,
Vinny, and Franklin.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we got all three.
So it don't look like that might happen. Just think about what you said. Cody and Rock definitely got a main event, and Roman and Punk.
Is that the biggest card you can make? Do you, like with the current roster the way it is?
I think you can make it. You can make it bigger. I just don't know. Like I said, it's going to be hard to put the card together, right? And what you have at Netflix, like pretty much touching the whole earth. This is when you really should lean into your international stars. You should showcase your Shinsuke Nakamura's. You should showcase your, I think a lot of Vicarious from somewhere else, right? Then you showcase these. This is why you're bringing a Penta with a Rey Mysterio. This is, what I'm saying? You can touch so many, so you can make the card bigger as far as reach. But wrestling's a popularity thing. Who's hot right now? Let's bring them in. That don't necessarily mean reach. So
I think Cena is going to tell everyone he's going to enter in the Royal Rumble. That's going to be first and foremost. And he's going to get greeted by possibly Cody Rhodes saying, hey, thank you for all you've done. And then Cena maybe even telling him, hey, don't drop the ball, kid. I carried this company. You got it. But do you really got it? And maybe that leads to a WrestleMania because it's like, are we foreshadowing? Of course we're foreshadowing.
Barry Cody, man.
You laughing?
Cena, Barry, and Cody? What? That'd be crazy.
Cody's walked around with his title reign 1 foot in the grave. He's been able to withstand because one, he's you know how you use that term transitional champions? They're just there to hurry up to get the belt, hold it, and then another guy's gonna take it from you. We know this. Cody is someone I feel like is a storyline champion. We have this storyline.
That storyline was so big. You know what I'm saying? It was so much focus on finish the story. And then when it stretched from one Mania to the next, I think that was a big part of why his reign doesn't feel so good.
But the problem is you're stretching it to another Mania.
And then Roman went out. So he didn't have the Roman factor. It went to Bloodline. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Like, when you look at it, he was the man.
Does Cody leave WrestleMania as champion?
No. You better not. Not.
That's the end of my Cody conversation. I just want to know does he leave.
I would be devastated. I'll cry. I'll come on here bawling, y'all.
Cody wins, we riot.
If Cody wins, we riot. It don't matter who he face. He can face the 1, 2, 3 kid. I want to see Sean Waltman win the title.
X-Pac.
Yeah, because if it's John Cena, we want to see 17 times. We want to see it. Even if John Cena can only keep it for 1 PLE or 1 week and he loses it the next night like Kane did on after that first blood match for Stone Cold, right? We want to see John hit 17. After that, doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter if he gets an Intercontinental Championship.
I'm okay if WrestleMania goes off with John Cena holding the title.
The building explodes.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. So, pretty good Raw tonight. Set up next week. Next week is going to be, where were you when Raw hit Netflix?
Let me ask you something. I'm going to ask you 2 different questions.
All right.
Because I know I see the time.
It's conference time.
It's
yeah, we're not gonna hold y'all too long.
It's Vader time. You know what I mean? This Raw was also extremely historic in the sense that it spent 32 years on the USA Network. Matter of fact, before Raw was, I think, Prime or Prime Time. I can't remember the exact name of the show that they had with Bobby
It's
Heenan.
A lot of that roster, probably all of NXT wasn't even born
yet at all. So a very historic night. You'll never have to see Raw getting canceled due to the Westminster Dog Show anymore.
I used to hate that. I just wonder what's going to fill the spot. Like when I go to USA on Monday nights, what's going to be there?
AEW. No, I'm just kidding.
Is this my question? You know, you got two for me. I'm gonna answer them real quick. But is the Monday night Raw slot prime time?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay. Just
yes. Monday night, because that's Monday Night Football. Like Monday nights, 8:00. The 8:00 slot is peak.
Okay.
Peak.
I'm just. I mean, on USA after wrestling's been all these years, is it still a prime time slot?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 8:00. Because that's the time where people are winding down. They got dinner. They done put the kids to bed, or kids are winding down. And what they're gonna do? They turn on their television or they pop their phones or whatever. But that's why Monday Night Football.
I'm glad Raw's going to Netflix because Buddy done cut our water off. You know what I'm talking about.
But I have a question. 2024, bro.
Huh?
2024.
Okay.
I'm not gonna add specifics, top but what were some of your favorite moments? D has 604. We see you in the chat. Cena wins at Mania. I hope to God you are right, brother, on Instagram.
What were some John Cena wins that title at WrestleMania, he might cry in that ring.
Yeah, he's gonna cry. He's definitely gonna
Ric Flair, you my man, but Charlotte Flair beating getting the number ain't what you think it is. Ric Flair, you talking crazy. You said some of my favorite moments of the year. Women's wrestling, NXT, what the NXT women did down there was incredible. A lot of introductions, a lot of talent developing, and we've been advocates of the women's NXT as a whole, but especially the women all year. I love that. Cena return, Orton's return, Punk's return, Roman's return. It was a lot of returns this year. It's a lot of returns this year, and I don't think people are really going to understand what John Cena was to wrestling till we don't have it anymore. Cena's return was big. Thought we was going to get Charlotte Flair back this year. We didn't. Maybe Netflix, who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
I like seeing a lot of people finally get their just due. I was happy for Chelsea Green winning that title because people don't know. You talk about Penta. She had a match with Penta. Like, if you know the Lucha Underground days, Chelsea Green can wrestle, like really wrestle. So Chelsea Green, Bronson Reed, Brian Breaker. We got a lot of new talent. We got a lot. Drew McIntyre had a moment this year. Punk had a moment this year. Good feuds. Wrestling was just really good this year, bro. A lot, and the crossover. I really enjoyed the crossover of wrestling. The TNA, WWE crossover, the AEW Forbidden Door crossovers. Like, it just was a lot. It's things that we saw this year in wrestling that we never thought we would see. And partially due to Triple H being a wrestling mind and partially being Vince McMahon being a 69 guy. So it's a lot. There's a lot of good wrestling in all companies. And aside from the wrestling, even the indies. Indies was hot this year. I started working with a wrestling promotion. So yeah, man, it just was a good year for wrestling as whole. And wrestling is probably as hot as it's been in a while right now.
A long time. I definitely want some of my favorite moments of this year. One, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. I know this nigga.
Might be feud of the year.
Feud of the year. I can't count that out. Like it is what it is. And every moment I kind of enjoyed when Drew came back and he leveled CM Punk. That was great. Jacob Fatu's debut.
Instant impact.
Instant impact. He wiped out Cody, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. So let's not forget about all that, because that was insane. Solo having to pick up the pieces. I put him in the most improved because of it.
It's a tough spot to be in.
And at the end of Mania, and you're like, who's going to lead the bloodline and what's going to happen? He just looks so far out of.
Been a lot of people who had to kind of make their thing work this year. I know this is mainly a Raw recap, but Toni Storm, she became timeless and had a gimmick that took over wrestling. Like, who would have thought, right? Swerve Strickland. Swerve, I compare to Booker T a lot because Booker T is one of the people I felt worked for everything he got and wasn't much handed to him. Swerve Strickland had a hell of a year. You know, going over there to AEW, him and Hangman Page, what they did over there, like it's a lot of good wrestling this year. Will Ospreay, pick a match, and he don't miss. So it just was a good year for wrestling. What I would like to see in 2025 though is wrestling fans not be so toxic. You can like what you like. You can like some of it. You can like all of it, but don't bash nobody for what they enjoy, because we're supposed to be watching it to enjoy it. That's the thing.
I think one thing, if I could, you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to bash the other. I wish that would be like that for the brands, because I remember in the 90s flicking back and forth with WCW. It wasn't, I preferred WWE, but you know what I'm saying? Boom. But there's always going to be a toxicity in wrestling, just because wrestling, I think it'll leave somewhat, because with Vince McMahon gone, Vince McMahon did toxic storyline. What up, my nigga? Like you just doing toxic storylines. However, now you're getting original storyline. This bloodline thing is going. You got the Liv and Dom, and they love each other. You got you got mid-tier women's titles. So now we should see whole new storylines.
It's still gonna be toxic, bro.
It'll always be toxic. It's just what wrestling is.
What was the second question?
Oh, Raw, 32 years, has had a lot of moments. So, what are some of your favorite Raw moments?
You put me on the spot.
Because this one takes a little bit of thought. When you go back 32 years, you get to pull out the.
That's
I ain't gonna hold you. I got a couple right off the top of my head that I'll never forget.
The first thing popped in my head was Kurt Angle with the milk truck. Was that Raw or SmackDown?
It might have been. Don't hold me to it.
I don't know. I just Kurt
Stone Cold was definitely Raw.
It was crazy.
He might have been the milk truck. I know mine. I know a few.
Vince McMahon with the bedpan. Classic. You know, it's a lot, bro. You talking about what year was it? 31 years ago. 90 what? 8?
No, because 24 years is 2000, and then you go back 6 is 94. Then you go back one more year is 93.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 93.
So first Raw, you get Max Moon versus Shawn Michaels. You get The Undertaker versus Damian Demento, and don't ask me about no other matches on that card.
I think Kid was on there and Razor, I believe.
I don't know if he was on the first or not. He was very early on.
Shawn Michaels. You want to talk about loyal?
Well, don't forget, he did ask to get out that contract.
But he did. Shawn was from the first Raw to the last Raw. I mean, adjacent to NXT, which is great. Bro, I would have to think about that, because that might be a whole nother show.
I feel like it is. I feel like we should get back together on this, because, we do. A lot of people do these recaps, but with 32 years of Raw, 52 weeks a year, some of the most historic, stars were made. Vader, his debut, takes out Gorilla Monsoon as the acting president. Boom, wipes him out. Right. We have Shawn Michaels passing out in the ring, and one of the most one of the most fantabulous kayfabes ever, because even the announcers thought it was real, even the refs thought it was real. Everyone thought it was real, and
Frankenstein with Rock beat Cody was his favorite moment of all this year. Hey, Final Boss is
wasn't bad, but that wasn't bad.
Mama Rhodes.
Yo, when he did that whole they said, "Hey, we're off the air," and he's like, fuck that. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, you can't just cut this off.
Yeah. Oh my god. And he kept whooping. Oh man.
Yeah, I think we should do a whole nother thing about that. Maybe the night of the Raw, when we done talking Raw and we want to just chill, wink, wink, we can. Might be a good way to bring that in. So yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of memories, dog.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get a bird's eye, you know what I'm saying, of
But you talking to somebody who don't remember what they did yesterday. So
yeah, it's a lot. The Shield breakup, I see that, Franklin. Yeah, that was
bro. Just think about the factions, the Shield. I mean, Evolution. I mean, hell, the New Day. Like, you know, you go back the Radicals. You know, making it
Mankind
JBL,
winning.
like
Mankind winning that damn belt.
You know, Undertaker, American Badass, Kane, like all the things Austin did. You probably have 20 favorite Austin moments alone. So
yeah, the DX skits
alone, just that alone is
crazy as they were.
It's about 93. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch some old Monday Night Raw.
I remember
Ray Heenan trying to get in the building on the first.
I remember there was an episode where King Jerry Lawler brought a guy, some random guy. I don't know where he's from or whatever, but he could do imitations of wrestlers, and he was like, "Do that one of Owen again." And it was like, "I just told you." And Owen Hart beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of wrestlers. Like, you could just do memories of wrestlers who aren't with us anymore, bro. It's a lot.
I was just getting ready to say that one specifically, Franklin, about the Stone Cold gun scene.
Bro, Jericho's debut? Are you what?
Yeah. That's why I really felt like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. If you know the historic content of this Raw.
Chat, y'all think of y'all favorite moments, and we'll tap back into this subject because we'll be here all night talking about that. Just trying to think. So, but yeah, I don't want to hurt my head with that.
But
so good Raw. Nice setup to next week. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows who's going to be there? I just know we're going to be here to talk about it, you know, like every Monday during the main event. You got anything else, HP?
Nah, man, that's about it. Enjoy the new year, y'all. Be safe. We won't be live tomorrow, even though there will be an NXT
live tomorrow. No NXT recap tomorrow. So, you know, we're going to miss y'all, baby.
Yeah. Y'all enjoy the holiday.
We'll see y'all Friday doing a SmackDown recap. But if you can't deal, right? If you just need some D. Archie Carter in your life, you need King HP in your life, hey, follow me on Instagram. We got a lot going on over there. And if you got something going on, like always, hit me in the DM. Send me your links. Send me your music. Send me your projects. Follow me at the Archie Carter on Instagram. And if you need some Archie Carter before Friday, check out Good Karma by the Archie Carter, streaming everywhere right now. And if you want some good karma going into the new year, why not listen to Good Karma by the Archie Carter? And if you need some King HP before Friday, his channel, Hall Preezy Universe. They're doing some wonderful work over there, man. Every week, the shows get better and better. They're recapping a TV show from. And, yeah, I think I'm going to give you a suggestion of a TV show to watch and get your opinion on it. Yeah, I finally finished The Sopranos. I watched Armageddon for the first time the other night. And last night, don't judge me, I watched Mean Girls. Never saw it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just catching up on things I missed. Where was I when these things going on? I have no idea, but I've lived a nice life. So. Y'all stay blessed. Yep. I'm going to read this to y'all. We're going to get up out of here, man. I think this sums it up. Y'all stay blessed. Be safe. Love y'all. Archie actually heard your album, Good Karma, different but good. Hey, long as you say it's good. Reminds me of To Live. Hey, I take it. I wear funny hats too, according to Kanye. HP, go ahead. Hey, it's Daddy HP tonight.
They gave me this cup for Christmas.
Good. Yeah, man. We've had a good year on Attitude Era Podcast. The rest of the gang is somewhere in the multiverse doing something. But you've seen a lot of D. Archie Carter and King HP this year. And we are thankful, for real, for y'all,
Yes.
for
Yes.
new listeners, old listeners, new viewers, old viewers. We appreciate y'all tapping in when we go live Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and all the original content. We kind of had to revamp some things. Vinny, I'm trying to be positive, but look, this is Carlito's way. I'm trying to get on the train, and you're pulling me off the train. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because we ain't seen Zell since.
We ain't seen Zell since.
Where you
Zell
at,
is
Zell?
mysteriously, somebody check on Zell. I
If
got
you
him
don't
on
know what
Twitter.
we're
I'm gonna
talking
check
about, just
on
know
him.
we have a good time here on the podcast with our viewers, listeners, and watchers, which is you watching this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We will not be streaming NXT tomorrow because it's the new year and we want y'all to be safe. Happy 2025. More life, more everything. We will see y'all Monday during the SmackDown recap right here on Attitude Era Podcast. I am the Archie Carter. That is King HP. And
Shout out
we'll see
Franklin.
y'all. Oh man, congratulations, man.
Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. We're gonna put you give us her name and weight, and we'll put that on this. We'll make that a ticker, man. We'll have that thing going the whole time so people could, you know what I'm saying?
Gonna raise us a little wrestling fan over there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
y'all be good like always. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. And we will see y'all Friday. SmackDown recap. Attitude Era Podcast. We out. You heard?